Good night, everyone. Good night, good night, good night. I have to say good night because this is night. Um, it's 10:09. I'm so sorry about that because I was doing some paperwork and I almost forgot. So I said, let me go live basically. This is part two to every civilization backdoor us. And the reason why I wanted to do this live at this time is because I was checking on the internet and I was going through a few things. And I saw some things basically. And I would like to address some things that is really going on out in America right here, out in America. Okay. So without further ado, keep your eyes open and your head on a swivel. There's murder, death, kill going on out here. Not just physically, what spiritually and mentally, murder, death, kill. Live the life, leave the life ain't no thing, right? I'm married to the game and the game is married to me, basically. We want to give this evil, twisted, demonic, barbaric, demon, devil, uh, way of life, mindset, which has plagued our community for so many years. We want to give it back to those that procreated this murder, death, kill that's plagued and put sickness upon our community and each other individually, basically, and collectively have destroyed us so many generations, so many generations, so many generations. We can't even count that this mindset has taken away so many organs to add that in also. So basically, you know, I'm giving knowledge, wisdom, and understanding from what and experience from a spiritual eye, right? Been there, done that. Been there, done that. Been there, done that. Basically, been there, done that. Right. So, hold on 1 second. Been there, done that. Been there, done that. Been there, done that. Right. So please like, share, subscribe to the dopest channel right now on YouTube. Basically, that's bringing you bangers after bangers, heat after heat, heat after heat. Right? On this channel, we do not promote what ignorance, we do not promote violence, and we do not promote calling each other these offensive names. Basically, we don't talk about drugs. We don't talk about using alcohol. We don't talk about these things, cigarettes and all this other stuff, right? This channel is to uplift you, uplift you, uplift you, uplift you, uplift you, basically, right? Brothers and sisters, kings and queens, ladies and gentlemen, prince and princesses, basically, right? Please like, share, and subscribe to this dope channel. Don't forget to hit the notification button so you can know when I'm going live and dropping heat for you and I so we can get past the hump, so we can uncover and unravel what, pitfalls, traps that's designed for you and our failure and ultimate demise, basically, and to get into these plantations and these prisons, basically. So, over here, we listen to a little bit of jazz music as we get into this topic right here. On this topic right here, I'm going to try not to take too long on this topic because I'm really tired. I got to get up in the morning time. I got to do a lot of running around. I'm doing paperwork right here, and I'm trying to do it by have it done by tomorrow, so I can do it tomorrow, and I don't have to do it the next day, basically, because the day is Wednesday. I'm trying to have it in by Thursday, so staying up a little bit late so I can take care of this task I need to do. So, okay, I'm trying to find my normal jazz that I listen to. I'm going to find it. I like that one, and I normally listen to that one. They send me so many, so we're gonna get into this topic and I got a video to show you, and then we're gonna elaborate on this, man. what's going on here with this illegal immigration and individuals over here disrespecting this land and saying that we were slaves. Individuals over here saying that we were slaves. Individuals that's here illegally over here saying that we were slaves. So certain things that we need to correct and we need to put in this proper perspective, because while you saying these things is really wrong. You know, you wasn't no slaves. You wasn't no slaves. So I'm tired of to keep revisiting these topics and letting you know what's going on amongst ourselves. This is terrible and horrible that you have these individuals that come into this land and disrespect the indigenous people of the ancient ancestors, basically, right? So we're gonna get into this topic. Okay, we're gonna get into this topic right now. First thing first, let me bring this video up. That's the first thing we're gonna tackle. This video, and I recorded it.
Given that this country was built on the backs of immigrants and slaves, I said immigrants and slaves, it is certain to say that this country cannot prosper without immigrants, especially those and do all the jobs that Americans refuse. No, that ain't nobody refuse to work. I urge you all to vote against any coercion. Don't use those slaves.
She's calling us slaves.
Voting in favor of this collaboration is strip families apart. I don't want to see my families and loved ones being deported and their lives being destroyed because Chicago is going back on its claim to be a sanctuary city. Thank you.
That's it. Listen, whoever you are, miss, we not no slaves. Okay, you didn't build this country up. We did. We built this. We built this country up because this is our land, which was took it from us basically, and we've been trying to fight to get it back. We are the indigenous people of this very, very land, of this very, very soil. Contrary to what individuals say, this land is blessed and it's holy, with dripped in what? With our blood, sweat, and tears from our ancient ancestors, basically. We taught civilization, right, to exist and to survive when they didn't know, okay? This is why I said in my thumbnails, all civilization backdoored us, basically. This is what happened. After we teaching individuals how to build pyramids, how to find their ways out of darkness, educating each other, survival, dealing with different seasons, all these technology, everything that you see, majority of the things is our ancestors portrayed these things for the betterment of civilization, right? And still then individuals murder us, stomped upon us and anything, okay? Now, I'm telling you, right? We're not African, basically. We was here in this land, right? The ancient ancestors. There's not many of us, basically. So when they brought individuals over here, right? We had to mix in with other civilizations to keep our bloodline strong to a certain degree. Just like every other civilization, you have different civilizations all around the world. They look the same, but they're not the same. Different cultures, different traditions that they do. Basically, this is the same thing with us. It's the same thing with us, basically, because those are brothers and sisters in Africa, right? And these certain places, the indigenous people of this land, right? Those are brothers and sisters, but we are not the same, okay? Just because we got this, the same skin tone, we are not the same, basically, right? We are the forefathers, right, of procreation of existence, us, the indigenous people, which taught all civilizations what? The act of worship and the act of working and building, basically. Okay, this is before Christ, right? This is in AD, and through the bloodline, we help civilize civilization all through here, right? This land in America, that what you called, this land was already built up, basically. So when your individuals came over here, we allowed you to come in here and come into our communities and stuff like that. We didn't bother you. We didn't say anything to you. Okay, you was allowed to go to the schools, education, and to live among us. We didn't have no problems with you. Okay, we didn't have any problems. We still don't have any problems with you, but we have a problem with you. You calling us slaves. You need to go back to your ancient ancestors, and your descendants, all right, and ask them, what did you did to us? We are not slaves, miss. You got this misconception. You don't know what you're talking about, and what you need to do is sit down. That's why you hurried up and ran off that stage and sat down. You heard the Queen sisters in the back talk about, what is she talking about? We're not no slaves. We're not no slave. You never was no slaves, right? We have always fought in this land, always fought for our rights after it was taken from us, right? And this is true, right? This is true, right? The language that we speak in English was beaten in us for us to speak. We didn't speak, okay? We didn't have no language or anything like that. It was forbidden to speak, right? We kept that tradition from the ancient ancestors. So being that we was dying so much, right? We had to learn the ways and keep our head down and do these certain things, right? The descendants of the ancient ancestors, the indigenous people of this land, of America, which is all pyramids throughout right here in America, basically, okay? So when individuals came here, everything was already built. Everything was already up and running. Civilizations was here, okay? If you want to go into the 1300s, the 1400s, the 1500s, the 1600s, all this stuff was built upon. The reason why all that stuff came about, because before Noah, during Noah time, when the big flood, it washed everything away and built on top of our pyramids. As individuals came and stuff like that, start digging up, they start seeing pyramids and artifacts of our ancient ancestor, basically. So they start building. They stopped building because everywhere you build, you finding pyramids, you finding gold, you finding everything of our civilizations during the pyramid times, basically, okay? So these roles and everything was here. Individuals came over here and gained sanctuary with us, right? We always had people patrolling America. We always had people patrolling America. Contrary to what individuals said, individuals are foreign in this land. Basically, we was already here. We taught individuals. Every civilization that I know backdoored us, basically. That's why I said we showed you the pyramids, we showed you the ways and the foundation of existence on how to build, right? And procreate and invent certain things for you in your civilization and your descendants. And after you learn the ways and actions on how we was living, you backdoored us, basically. And this is what happened. This is the honest God truth. So to sit up here and say that we're slaves, you don't know your history, and somebody needs to check you. And that was very offensive for you to be disrespectful to your forefathers, basically, of creation, of civilization, through knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Somebody needs to correct you, sister. I'm not going to get up here and disrespect you. Maybe somebody else will. I'm not doing that. All I need to do is to educate you on the things that you're seeing that is incorrect, because you're dealing with emotions and you dealing with things that's going on with your civilization that's over here, that's illegally over here, saying that you built this country. No, you did not. This stuff was already done. What you're doing is maintaining, right? You're maintaining what was already structured and built here. That's what you're doing. That's what you're doing. All this stuff was already here before you got here. You're just maintaining what we co-created, basically. So to get up here and be disrespectful and saying we're slaves, this is wrong, sister. This is very wrong. And you need to go talk to some of your ancestors to say that this is wrong, because this is very sensitive. Do you know how much we fought to say that we're not no slaves? We just getting out of that. So you trying to set us back by saying these derogatory names. That's disrespectful. I'm not going to repeat what you said, and I'm not going to hold you account, because you know not what you say and you know not what you do, because you're dealing with ignorance. Basically, we see this savage and evil, barbaric ways and twisted what you're doing on these highways and stuff like that. All these protesting and attacking individuals because whatever's going on with your civilization, basically. What you need to do is go back to your civilization and build over there, basically. Because if you don't like what's going on over here, you are welcome to leave, basically. And go over there. Because for years and years and years, your individuals, basically, been coming freely, getting money and sending it back up there and building your civilization, your homes back over there, basically, like everybody else. You don't care about nobody. You don't care about the murders and the murders and the bloodshed that was set upon the indigenous people and descendants of the ancient ancestors, which is us. That we've been fighting for our land. We've been fighting for this land. Constantly, ain't nobody with slaves. It's lies. This is lies. We've been fighting. I mean, literally fighting, shooting, killing, going back and forth. It always been that way. And I'm telling you that. This is lies, sister. So to sit up here and to disrespect the indigenous people of this land, right? And the descendants of this land and the ancestors of this land is totally wrong, right? And I'm going to tell you, I forgive you, because you're dealing with ignorance and you know no better. Somebody else might, we don't promote violence on here. They may do something else. They show you some love. We don't got nothing to do with that. Whatever's going on with your civilization and things that's going on, we don't have anything to do with that. Contrary to what individuals say, individuals came over here, right, on the death, murder backs of what? The indigenous people. And I'm going to tell you, I named you with no slave. We are called the upligated right ones. The upligated right ones. That is our title, basically. I'm talking about the descendants. I'm talking about the indigenous people of this land. That is our title. Okay? This before we start calling each other these names, black, brown, white,